superstar. He is an absolute superstar, Tom Mitchell. Cripps at the back. Cripps is too good. Nil, yes! Oh, how good was that?
Boys, we're back for part 2 because basically what's happened, the best podcast of all time that was ever recorded in the history of podcasts, Chocs 100K. Boys, we're at the Cumberland, gather around. We got together. How many beers did we have?
Oh, a fair few, I think.
It hasn't?
It was
something like that. I don't count, but no, it was good. But yeah, it's good to be back. I got a feeling though. I asked these boys before. Was it the worst podcast of all time and you're just lying to us and that's why, the recording didn't work and that's why we're back?
I just love you blokes so much that I wanted to just spend more time with you. So I purposely hit delete.
Yeah,
and so that we could get to a room that feels like an escape room because we managed to escape.
Clue!
It's a clue. It's a clue.
Brilliant.
I like the escape room content.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I mean, I love it all the time. But is this another clue? Are we doing it? Are we running it back?
Drinking beer.
We got to do everything twice, so we got to drink what?
Shout out to Better Beer as well. It's a good drop.
We won't
Nice.
just don't give away the location, but I heard if it goes as poorly as last time, they're going to firebomb the joint. So let's.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Well,
apparently.
That's a very topical.
Seems to be very on trend.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're recording, mate. We're live actually. So let's do a quick gather round recap, boys. What were your takeaways? Not so much the footy because we're not there for footy. You're there to drink bulk cans. He sit on the hill and do all that stuff. So what was the highlight or the low light?
Oh, well, I don't know. For me, just getting there, they do it so well. I mean, they could do it in Adelaide every year and I wouldn't be mad at all. But getting to the Cumby was great. Kicking it off with Kick It Forward karaoke. I think I said at the start of the day, there's no way known. I'm getting up there, had one beer, and all of a sudden I was singing every bit of Missy Higgins, which was fun. But
you know when I know you're on when you put the beer on your head and you start walking around the pub.
Oh yeah, that's a good gag.
By the end of this pod,
asking everyone to look at you.
Oh yeah, that's just not running that joke into the ground at all. But no, it was good fun. The Cumby was such a good setup. PointsBet put on a grouse show there, and then led into Saturday as well with you lads for carrying on. So that was a highlight for me. Just at the Cumby Hotel the whole time. It was grouse.
What about you boys?
Well, our highlight, we put out on our story because there's 3 of us. So Adelaide Oval, it's so good to go watch footy there, especially when you're on the hill, but it's so hard to go get a beer because the lines are so long. So we did put out a story. Morgs put out a flyer. We're looking for a beer boy. So we put it out. So we said, we'll give you our card. You go get 4 beers. You come back.
Does he get a beer for it?
He gets a beer.
That's not a bad deal.
So he gets free beers all weekend.
All weekend.
Well, for as long as he's with us, but he just has to keep going to line up. So his name was the Beer Baron and he hung around like a bad smell.
Yeah, and then he ended up...
Oh, so it actually happened. Someone took you up on it.
Well,
he didn't leave our
What's
site.
his name? What's the Beer Baron's name?
Bailey
the Beer Baron.
I actually applied for the job, and the boys said I'm way too annoying, so I fucking didn't get the gig. So that sucked. But looked like a grouse gig for him.
He couldn't, but he
Loved it.
didn't leave our site after that. He came. We went to a club after, like the pub after.
We
Bank
probably still
Street.
thinks he's on duty though.
then he came back to Adelaide Oval the next day. Then the next day,
He lost his phone.
Lost
apparently.
his phone. He blamed you and me for that. Yeah.
The best, the most loyal part was a mate of ours wanted to actually employ this scenario because it's a great deal. You just get to sit on the hill and just
get free
drink.
beers.
Exactly right. So he went up to him and gave him his card, and Bailey went up to Dust and goes, "Mate, I just want to see you. I'm actually getting other offers. Do you mind if I take him on?" So he was loyal to the end, Bailey. And
So the Beer Baron's getting offers for next gather round.
absolutely.
But he was everywhere. So the next morning after the Friday night, we're getting all these inboxes. He hadn't slept. He was on the news. So Dill Buckley was doing his run club. He's there on Sunrise, just standing behind the screen. He was on Channel 9 after doing karaoke one night. We're like, who the hell is this kid?
He's everywhere.
Yeah,
He was such a good fan. I mean, he's definitely a better fan than the one I had on the hill that day. You guys were trying to film me, if you remember. We're trying to film a bit of content as you do on the hill. I've had about 27 beers at this stage, and the Pies have just kicked a goal. I go, this is grouse. I'm getting up and about, and I'm screaming, I'm yelling, the can's on the head, as always, running that joke into the ground. And this guy comes out of nowhere, practically tackles me and goes, do you remember me from Bali? Mate, I don't remember what I did 16 minutes ago. I'm blind. Like, leave me alone. But that was a weird sort of fan moment. And then, funny enough, that same sort of, I guess you'd call him a bit of a freak, he ended up sitting on the plane home with me that day as well.
Was he booked next year? Did he try and book that
I don't know. I reckon he might have tried to book. There was a real weird sort of fan. I don't know if you call him a fan moment or maybe a bit of a stalker moment, but that was another highlight.
We like stalkers though, because that's probably how if I'm being, I felt a bit like that with you in Adelaide when I would try to just get my way around the city. I'd turn around and you just sort of be in my back pocket,
Just tagging.
Yeah. So I thought we were best mates, but then someone had to tell me, "Hey, you don't really know him that well, Choc. Why don't you just ease the fuck
the
up?"
moment that sort of threw me over the edge was when I caught you on my phone, going through my contacts, trying to send yourself Steel Sidebottom's number and Scott Pendlebury.
I wasn't trying. I think I succeeded actually. Called those boys straight away, but no, they've.
Do you
blocked
still
me.
need Pendle's address? And what do you need his address for, by the way?
No, I don't need that at all. I mean, unless you want to give it out live on the pod, that'd be great for the Pies fans. But this all leads into, I guess, weird fans, and I know you've probably had a bunch other than me. Tell us a little bit about your fans, weird fan stories.
Best fan story?
Yeah, give us the best one
Scariest?
first.
Funniest?
All of them.
All the above?
Yeah,
they probably are
all
the
above.
same.
They're probably all
Well, this
me.
isn't weird or you guys were there for this one. This isn't weird or funny, but I had to sign a pig in gathering.
yeah.
Not a real pig, a big like piggy bank. I had these people, they're in my Instagram DM, sorry I forgot their names, but they followed me around. They tracked me down in Adelaide. They said, "You're the last fantasy pig that hasn't signed this big piggy bank thing." So you were holding the pig for
I
me
seen
while
it there, and I was a bit confused. I go, "Would you like a photo?" And they looked at me like I was an idiot. They go, "No, why would we want a photo?" I'm like, "I'm not the. Am I an idiot?"
So I signed the
He
pig.
signed
So I
the
think
pig.
Dane Swan on there, Rockcliffe, and then apparently I was the last pig in the pen to sign it. So that signed some interesting items in recent times, signed some fruits and some pig pens. The story that I told in part 1 that got deleted of our pod was
The greatest pod of all
Greatest
time.
pod of all time.
Way better than this.
If only you heard it.
The forgotten pod.
Anyway, it was after the 2018 grand final. So if you guys didn't know, I won a Brownlow. So if you win
Heard
a
about it all
Brownlow,
fucking weekend, to be honest.
Highlights.
Yeah.
More highlights.
Yeah. Oh, that's a clue. It's a clue.
I've actually got time after this if you guys want to watch the rest of the
Oh,
highlights.
yeah,
I'd
I'd love to actually.
Yeah.
Got any photos of that?
Yeah, I got heaps of photos.
Yeah.
We'll do it after. We'll get through the story. So anyway, won a Brownlow. That was cool. As part of that, you have to go to the grand final. You don't have to go, but you do. So you do the motorcade before the game.
Yeah.
I just had my shoulder done, so I was in a bad way in the sling. Went and watched the game. Awesome game. Collingwood fans clearly not happy with the result. Were you there that day?
I was not there that day.
Eagles won by 4 points.
Yep. I wanna
And
talk about
I
it.
lived very close to the G in Richmond, and I got followed home. I didn't realise they were following me at the time. I was with my partner at the time. Followed home by some very intoxicated Collingwood fans who actually look quite similar to you.
Sorry about that one, boys. No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. But I remember getting home and opening the door and the gate, and I thought, this is weird. They've been sort of, maybe they're just walking a similar route, and they tried to actually guide my shoulder. They tried to get into the house. It was like a live break-in.
Wow.
So I managed to lock the door, but if I had to put up a fight, it would be in one arm. And nothing got taken. Nothing came of it, but that was probably an interaction where I was like, sheesh, that's
not
crazy.
it.
Yeah, that's not even like a little bit flattered by that. That's just freak. That just scares you a little bit.
Yeah, well, exactly. I've heard of some players having stalkers. I think Bud, when he was at Hawthorn, had a stalker.
Really?
Were they all females?
What's he like?
They all look like Choc, funnily enough.
Yeah. No, we're a weird bunch. No.
So anyway, that's probably my weirdest fan story.
Yeah, righto. There you go.
What were they trying to like? What was
I don't
their
know.
aim?
I don't know.
Great question. Because I'm still
During
very
the- after the
confused.
Brownlow?
I think it was either trying to scare me or a daylight robbery. I don't know.
You got to play the long game. So what I like to do, if I was going to be a stalker of Tom Mitchell, I would get into content creation. I would slowly work my way up to get a gig with PointsBet. I would wait for his career to come to a shattering end, and then him also to get a gig with PointsBet, only for us to meet together and gather around. Bang, here we are. Yes,
well done.
nailed
That's a
it.
clue. The plan.
You've done it.
Here I am. Wow,
Now I'm a
Tick.
full-time podcast
And it's actually
skit guy.
that
Yeah.
easy. And
Yeah.
you are a skit guy now.
What do you think of my skitting ability?
Oh, really good. Especially the
Ability.
part where you said in that video, the escape room video we did, we go, "Does anyone want to watch my highlights?" That was not meant to be part of the skit at all. I think it was just you
dead serious.
genuinely asking a question.
That was the best part.
It ended up just being a piss tag about you boys and my whiteboard session. But funnily enough, backflip, we'll actually be on the whiteboard with you guys soon. So now you guys look like the dickheads.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that. Well, it's pretty easy for me to look like a dickhead, but really looking forward to that. Am I going to play the role of Guinea?
Hopefully.
no,
You play the role yourself. That
No, I
makes
think
more
Real
sense.
Guinea, I think Real Guinea's coming.
Real Guinea's
I
coming.
think he's in the skit.
Oh, geez, I'm going to have to get out of here because I think I actually did stalk him back in the day and check his DMs. Hopefully he doesn't open up his DMs when he gets here because that was...
Have you guys, I think we might have spoke about this on the best podcast of all time. Have you ever DM'd a player post a game when you haven't hit a multi, putting a bet on with PointsBet, and what have you said?
Yeah, I know you have.
You know,
Yeah.
athletes get this all the time. Like they get flooded with DMs of overs, unders, abuse. Like it's full on. Some's full on, some's banter. But
Is
have you ever done it?
is some funny or some
Some's
like
hilarious. Some
yeah.
some of the boys will read to the whole locker room and everyone pisses
So
themselves.
for us, like we're obviously we try and turn $10 into 100K every week. I think that's our main thing that we always steer against. It's like it's your fault for putting the leg in. It's not their fault. So
Yeah.
we should have known better. So I think that I don't think we've ever messaged a player, but I can imagine you guys on your end would cop it.
Yeah, well, I've been on both sides where I've had people thank me and actually offer me money for like getting like for winning a bet, saying like he's like $1,000, won 10 grand. I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna say we still owe you that 50, mate.
yeah, yeah, 50.
Yeah, not that you
But I've had the
do that.
opposite where I had a bloke come up to me at the pub recently. Pay I go to pubs.
Pubs are great, actually. We should wrap this up and get to the pub.
Pubs are great.
You're starting to really learn how to be a local footballer, and I love
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm getting there. Well, I'm getting a lot of experience. It's not quite like the G, though, I can tell you that. Running the potholes out at Greensboro. But with a cricket pitch in the middle. We could have played a 2020 on the weekend after the footy match. It would have been great.
It's so funny that he's just like blown away by that. It's like, oh, this is so strange.
I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
Something grouse, no doubt.
Or when your DMs when you have a bad game or
Sorry,
you don't
yeah,
hit 20
so-
touches.
And then I've had someone who came up to me at the pub. He's like, hey, mate, you wouldn't remember this. This was from 2015, but I had you for over 25 touches one game when you were playing for the Swans. You're a Swannies man.
Yeah, I'm Swans man.
I'll have to go back and find what game it was. And I was on 25 at 3-quarter time and didn't get a touch and cost him 15 grand.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
So I bought him a beer.
Oh,
that's
mate,
smart.
that
probably
makes
great
up
for
for
you.
it.
Call it even.
Yeah,
That's-
a beer's
sorry,
worth.
mate.
worth
That was 10 years
paying
ago,
more.
but we don't hold grudges.
No, we
Yeah.
don't. I certainly don't.
There's the other, like you're saying, once Isaac Heaney's probably my favourite Swans player of all time. And we're about one Isaac Heaney goal away from turning $10 into 100K. And we didn't DM him. We just put up a story about like he dropped a sitter at the top of the goal square.
did not.
Would have kicked a goal, and we're like,
Kick 2 goals 3.
kick 2 goals 3 for the
And you would
game.
have won 100K.
We need him for 3.
We need him
and
for 3.
you kicked 2.
Yeah,
And you would have won 100K.
from $10.
Mate, Tommy's,
Oh,
about,
no,
Tommy's about to message him the way he's going.
Oh, well, does he know? No.
No, sorry, no.
I'll call him right now.
We put up a story.
What are you doing?
I'm going
And
to call him right now.
No, don't. He replied to the story. He's like, sorry about that one, fellas. We're like, all good, mate. Not your fault. It happens. So he was a good bloke about it. And like he follows us. He's a good man.
Oh, that's
Cool
grouse.
hands.
Yeah. That's grouse.
I'm gonna
You're
call him.
really transitioning.
No, I don't want to really talk about it.
It was him and
Stop
Errol.
calling my hero.
So we needed Errol for 2 more as well. He got subbed off at 3-quarter time on 18. Those are the last 2 legs.
Hold on. If
I
it's-
may or may not have messaged
he doesn't pick this
Goldstein
up.
on you. Oh, here we go. This will be good.
I'll put it here. He probably won't pick up. He's probably training or something.
Yeah, we
or taking
mid-training.
hangers or someone at training. Ain Machine.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, mate? I haven't spoken for a while.
I know.
Nah.
This is the club. What are you doing?
No. I just had a quick question for you. We're actually doing a potty. That's why I was calling you. It was more of a. I'm with the 100K boys, and we just had a quick question for you. They put
Are you
10.
still with them?
Yeah, they were with them now. They put $10 on you once and cost them 100K. They just wanted to make you feel bad about yourself.
I didn't.
I've heard this a few times from the dogs.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give them $10.
Yeah, right. Do you reckon that you could transfer? You're on a pretty good wicket. Do you reckon you could transfer them the 100K?
100K, you reckon?
Yeah, or maybe half. Go halves.
Just
with you.
10. Just $10.
done.
We'll be fine.
50 for you, 50 for them.
Yeah, good deal, mate.
Good change, eh?
Mate, you're flying this year. The Heen Machine.
I feel all right. Just need to stay fit.
Yeah.
We're doing well as a team. Our sort of roles now. I guess buy-in from the whole club's been elite, and got a very fresh fit squad at the moment. So that also obviously helps. And Goody's he's been amazing with the way he articulates things, and our attack has been incredible.
The boys are flying. We're going to finish this pod because I kind of stitched you. I didn't actually tell you I was calling you. The boys told me live pod, and they're like, oh, I'm going to call him right now. I'll give you a buzz a bit later.
They hang on to it though. That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we're not hanging on to it.
Let it go, boys. Let it go.
You want a brown one?
Tell him Jeb's
Tell him to
hating
stop
this and he's
sucking.
sorry.
Yeah.
Jeb's a massive Swans fan. And so what actually happened, Haynes? So from your recollection.
No,
So they're
don't-
telling
let
me
it go,
you
Haynes.
needed a third
I'll-
goal.
I'll see you.
And you dropped, which is just very unlike you. You dropped
Just
a
get
buck
back out in the park.
Marvel
Chest on the goal
110
square.
against North Melbourne, 2 goals 3.
They remember the exact date.
2 goals, 3. Yeah, I think it was, and it was 3 like well gettable ones as well. I think, and I was kicking like an idiot that day.
Because we're having a good laugh about how, like, you know, when as a player, when you don't hit someone's multi in the abuse you get in the DMs.
Oh, I've got a few of them actually.
Yeah, you got a few good ones at the moment.
Yeah, I got a couple after the Giants game. So like everyone had me. Oh no, heap people had me to kick goals. I didn't kick one. Kicked 2 out in full.
Yeah, so you just got to transfer everyone their coin back. I think that's the rule these days.
Or be better.
I got the biggest hate ever from this one bloke, and he I don't normally check him, but he put $3 on me.
Oh, no way. $3. So he would have won what?
No, he actually would have won $150.
Oh, $3. Yeah,
It's
not
not
bad.
It's not
It
bad.
was a $50 multi.
Who bets $3? That's interesting bet.
Oh, not me.
Random one, but I nearly abused him back.
Yeah, no, some of them deserve it. I'll let you go, Hey Machine. Thanks for taking the call.
Good work, mate.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate. Bye.
We're talking about.
Jeff hated that.
No, I hated
Yeah.
that.
I have wondered, like, obviously the DM and like Instagram, the age, and doing a little bit more work with content and media and talking to blokes like yourself, mate, who we're working out are just normal guys.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is the email addresses, and I won't give any away, but it's essentially like if EJ Whitten had an email, it just would have been a Hotmail. Like there's no thought process. It's just I don't know what yours is, but it's just tommitchell@gmail.com.
Right.
So I think people need to get more creative. If you're going to have a go at players, just go the email
Yeah.
and just go straight for that.
Yeah, true. Well, did you guys used to have MSN back in the day?
Yeah.
I still do,
Absolutely.
actually.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, still waiting for
spitting
Brittany
fire.
to message me back. Brittany, if you're listening.
Choc is at sexy at _.
Well,
loves footy.
I've been signing in and signing out trying to get her attention for ages, but still nothing. And now married with a kid, so
Fuck, the one that got
Anyway,
away.
I'm happy,
And then
so-
went to the MySpace era. How old are you? Boys?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
went
nah.
to the MySpace era.
I had MySpace.
Yeah, I was a king of MySpace. I wasn't the king at all. You know that song? It's like apple bottom jeans. Yeah, that was my song. Last time
that's
I logged
right.
on just to like have a look, which would have been 5 years ago. I was like, "Jeez, I was a loser."
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Who was your top friend?
Yeah, it was just before. Would have been you blokes.
Speaking about players copying it, on the weekend we saw Sam Mitchell, obviously the Hawks were up, and he was just going through players. Is there, I guess, out of all your teams you played for, was there one player on each side that just copped it more than anyone?
whipping boy.
Like,
Who was
who
the
were the
whipping
biggest
boy?
whipping boys at the
Ooh,
club?
That's a good one. Oh, got a story for you. It's so good.
Yes.
Dean Towers from Sydney Swans.
Dean Towers.
Donny Towers.
He was massive, wasn't he?
He was a small centre half forward.
Yeah.
But one game we were playing for the Swans against Hawthorn and we lost by a kick. Cyril Rioli kicked a goal from the junction, like at the SCG. You'll be able to find the footage somewhere. Anyway, how the play unfolded was they were massive on you don't get stepped to the inside. So like if you've got to play, you corral on the boundary. It's like the golden rule at Sydney. It was like corral to the boundary. Dean, I hope you're listening to this because no one's forgotten that you cost us a game. Corral to the boundary. Anyway, Dino overcommits on, can't remember who it was, and they kick it long to Sirioli. He kicks the goal. Anyway, game's just finished. Boys, we're not having a meeting. Like, there's too much emotion in this right now. Let's just not have a meeting, and then we'll address the game on Monday. So boys are showering up, and then Horse, John Longmire, walks into the showers. Dean's fully naked. He's vulnerable as. And Horse walks up to him about this far away. He said, "Don't fucking get stepped on the inside." And just walked out. His shoes are getting wet.
Oh, jeez.
He's getting water on his pants. And Dean's just deer in the headlights, nude, just so
What do you-
vulnerable.
what do you
And
do
we're,
in that
we're all just
situation?
watching Horse walk into the showers fully clothed. Just being, what's going on here?
That's gold.
So that was
Far
Is the
out.
best.
Don't
was
get
great.
stepped to the
In
inside.
the
Don't get
shower.
stepped.
I
shoes
bet you
on.
never did it again.
Probably not.
Was there anyone at the Hawks and the Pies as well?
Oh, whiffing boys. Jeez, let me think.
Just on that, would it have been more intimidating if Horse was nude?
Yeah.
If Horse just jumped in the shower next to Dino.
Or what
Yeah.
if Horse was on a horse?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like the old
I'd do
Spice
I'd do
ads.
whatever he said. I go, yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah. No, well, not. I don't remember. I don't think he was nude. Let me get back to you
You
on
don't
that.
think about it often. Or,
Well, I occasionally think about it. I can still visualize Dean fully nude. And he had, I don't know if this is PG pod, but like he had massive bush of pubes because he's never.
oh,
He was
nice.
probably, not-
So he's got a couple things to work on.
This is
the
He's got a
best.
couple things to get through.
You
for
know,
the week. Yeah.
Guinea doesn't get this stuff. This is the good stuff. Guinea
Get the
does
whiteboard out. Someone draw his pubes now.
Let's put the showers and get pubes.
I want to picture it. Oh,
That's so
Jesus.
good.
Oh,
Don't
that's
get
good.
stepped to the
What about-
inside
what
and have a shave.
how good was the last pod we did?
That was way better.
Way
than
better
this.
than this.
Let me ask you boys a few questions. So, how do you even get? Because I'm sort of finding my way now. First footy, doing a lot of media. Love the podcasting. Like this is great. I was having beer with you boys doing a podcast. Well, where would you rather be? But how did you find? Start with you, Choc. How did you find where you got to? Like, and then I'll get to you boys as well. But how are you doing? Like, your full time job is making funny videos.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. Some of them are hit and miss, but yeah, no, it's I'm pretty lucky. It's great. Sometimes I have to pinch myself. Like, not that I'm anyone super famous or incredible or anything, but it's pretty like grouse. I get to do what I do, you know. Sometimes I forget that. But it all started with my mate actually started the page for me. I've said this a bunch of times on a lot worse podcasts than this, but he started it for me. He was just basically, he saved a bunch of videos that I sent to the group chat in the car, me being a cockhead. And I didn't know.
You didn't know you had made the page?
No, I didn't know. He started it for me and then just let it build up like a little bit. After a month or two, told me and said, hey, I've just saved like 10 videos of you being a cockhead in the car. I've got this page for you. It's called Chocs Chat. Continue it. I was like, what the hell is this? It was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's a clue.
Good integration.
Oh,
Yeah,
yuck.
nice.
But
Waiting for it.
yeah, gross as
Let's get that cut.
kicking out. But no, cut that out. But yeah, so and then from there I just sort of continued it on, and then it just sort of just kept going. Sometimes I'd put up a video and I'd go, fuck, I hate that. That sucks. And I hate the sound of my own voice, believe it or not. And then I'd worry about it too much. And then like after I stopped worrying about it, just said, almost like footy in a way. It's like, oh, there's always next week. You might say something funny next week. Just keep going.
Do you have to give less fucks in your world?
I think so. I used to put so much pressure on myself. Sometimes I still do, but I used to be like everything I put on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, everything had to be the best. And then as soon as I started to like not worry about it as much, the stuff just keeps like coming and going well anyway.
Yeah. So would it affect you mentally? Would you feel shit about yourself if things didn't go well? And then would it take away from your confidence? 'Cause
Yeah,
it seems
big
like now
time.
you just like yell funny shit and it's just
Well, yeah, it did. And I think it comes with like getting a little bit older as well. Even though like I'm a bit of a larrikin or a cockhead online, whatever you want to call it.
Right,
Like
yeah.
don't take myself too seriously. But I think just like growing up and obviously now like being married and having a kid, I feel like there's bit more important things to worry about. Well, I love what I do, but I don't put as much pressure on it now as what I used to. I used to think it was the be all and end all. And then I found like different reasons to enjoy what I do. Like say for Instagram or making videos, I don't put it down to like, I want to have like the most followers in the world. Or I want to have the most money in the world or like get the most laughs. Have like a couple different reasons of why you do what you do. Because if one doesn't work, you've got like a bunch of other reasons why you do it. Because if you put it all into one reason, and you don't get that, then you feel like you failed and you're like, fuck, what do I do now?
Yep.
But you just got to have a bunch of reasons. Well, I do anyway. I have a bunch of reasons why I do what I do.
What are they? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, just
Without
like
getting too deep.
Well, yeah, without getting too deep because this is going real
We're getting
south,
dark.
and way better than the last podcast.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like, just with anything, not just with like social media. It's just like one, just to enjoy it yourself, and then worry about what really matters. Like I said before, like what really matters as you get older. And I used to put everything on like this video is the most important thing in the world, and it's like no, it's not. You know what I mean? It took me a while to realize that.
Yeah.
That I've got like a wife and a kid at home as well. So, but yeah, just enjoy it, and then don't worry. If anyone's listening that wants to like get into this space, don't put too much pressure on it. Put it out, and if it's no good, just fucking go again.
Yeah.
And also be heaps funnier, you idiot.
Yeah,
just keep trying. I don't know.
Just have a laugh
Just
with
keep
it.
having a crack, and then get to work with these guys and a bunch of other creators.
Well, that's
and
how the
you're all-
connections come about because we're all doing some stuff with PointsBet. And to be honest, I'm lucky, fortunate, whatever the word is, that I've found something else that I enjoy because I have really struggled with the transition out of footy. It's been bloody tough because it's hard to replace. It's so hard to explain, but it's hard to replace something you put everything into and then you just got to switch it off.
Yeah.
And so I think it's still going to be an ongoing thing, but you need to, find enjoyment in other things and put energy into lots of different things because like you said, I put so much energy into footy, probably not too much because it's what I love to do, but that's what makes it hard on the way out is if you don't find other things to enjoy.
Yeah, just too much focus on the one thing, and then eventually,
you need to have multiple buckets.
And then you just not feel lost, but you just go, oh, okay, fuck, what now?
Yeah.
And I felt a little bit like that, I reckon.
If you weren't able to go into media or cover footy, what would you have done?
From the beginning, like when
No,
I was 18?
like from
from
now,
now.
like outside of footy.
Wow.
Would they see you on the shovel?
What's the shovel?
On the job site?
Fucking brilliant. Clip that up. Go on, what's a shovel?
Okay, so you wouldn't be a tradie.
What's a job
I thought
site?
the shovel was like a TV show.
So shovel like media.
That's
or-
what we're starting.
How's that media
This
related?
is the shovel.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't see a shovel. I've never been asked that. Phew. First thing that came to my head, and I don't know if this would be it or not, but I'm an ambassador at RSPCA. I love animals
Right.
and love dogs. So
That's
maybe
cool.
something to do with
Oh,
that.
that's cool. I could
I
see
don't know,
that.
maybe like a dog walking business and just like take heaps of dogs and shit. I don't know.
Mm.
That's pretty random.
Sounds brilliant.
Yeah. What about you boys? So, like, how have you got to where you've got to?
It's actually crazy. We're just 3 tradies from Parkdale that just came up
So
with an
you've had
idea.
shovels?
We're
Shovels.
absolute shovelers.
You don't mind.
And we just made a page to try and turn $10 into 100K betting on the footy.
Yep.
And from where we started to now sitting down on a podcast with a Brownlow medalist. We speak to Chad Warner every second week. We do a podcast with him. He got me in the rooms the other night. You tell me this 5 years ago when we started, I would not believe it. When we used to have 15 listens to our podcast or 18 listens, and now, I don't know, it just grows. We just keep doing the work. We keep rocking up. We keep posting every week. We keep posting every day.
And you do it because you love it.
We do it because we love it.
I can tell.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to, I think our strength is we're probably not amazing at the short form stuff. And even gather around, people go, you guys are just joining at the hip. It's well, we'd be there anyway. We just love it. We stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment because we saved a bit of coin. And we don't care about, having a hotel room each. And as Jev said, talking to you, we sort of joked about it before we went on air, but we would just do this for an hour without being on tape. Because it's 100%. Just this is fun to us. So
I feel the same way.
If you can monetize it in any way to make it, your life so that you can do it. Even people say to us, it just sounds like a pub chat, our podcast, because it is.
Yeah. You don't want it
we
to
probably
manufactured.
Exactly, and we probably haven't nailed the short form yet. We'll get there, but I think it's probably a strength having it the long form be our strength.
And do you love particular sports? Is it footy for the three of you? Basketball? I see a lot of basketball on 100K as well. And are you guys stat lovers? Because a lot of fans love stats.
Yeah, we're all pretty big on that. Footy's our main one. We started with NFL, and then as a piss take, as we went to go do it, and then by the time footy rolled around, we're we may as well just keep doing it. But to the point, it's if anyone is wanting to start, I said, we're no one special, but you just keep doing it. And eventually, what are we, 5-6 years in now, get to chat to you, got to go to the captain's day and chat to all these players, and it all just sort of keeps falling into line. The more people you meet, the better it gets. So, no, it's been fucking enjoyable.
We have joked, the boys have said that they do a Sunday roast pod. So it's for comedic purposes, but it is a roast. It's a roast of teams and try not to be players, more teams. But Jev said Jev's got to stop meeting blokes. He met Nick Martin, who I reckon you've potted a couple of times on the pod. Nicest guy in history.
Yeah. Did you apologise?
No, he wouldn't know I roasted it. He would not listen. But I know I'm an Essendon hater. And then I meet him. I'm you're such a good bloke. I hope you have success one day. Good on you.
It's always like that. I've found that in playing footy, the guys that I've always had a bit of a blue with on the field, a bit of verbal, bit of back and forth. It happens in footy. We know that happens. The ones I've had a few of those instances with, I've always had a good time with them off the field. Once you get to know them, pretty much everyone's a good bloke except Choc.
Yeah, no, I'm shit ass. But just on that, what's been the biggest change or notice that for you going from AFL to local footy? What's been the biggest thing that stands out on the field and off the field? What's the biggest difference?
More beers.
Yeah, way more beers. Do you know what I've actually really enjoyed is the culture of local footy, country footy. The singing the song in the rooms after the game, everyone, they get families, they do it at AFL as well, but it's everyone's in there, it's carrying on, it's have a beer, it's a real social sort of thing. Whereas AFL is performance, so it's you sing the song, you enjoy it, it's sort of okay, you're straight onto your recovery. Collingwood is very good. They used to say deep wins, shallow losses. So if you have a win, enjoy it, lap it up as much as you can, be there for the good times. Zero loss, shallow, try and move on pretty quick. So they were the best club at it, I think. But just naturally, you have to be in performance mode to get ready for the next game. So I've enjoyed just the fun of footy. That's been the best part.
Yeah. Just beer in hand straight after the game. And when you telling me, just going, what the hell is this? Do I drink this?
Yeah, exactly. Before the song starts, it's everyone needs a beer.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you're about to finish, it's there you go. It's just all right.
I'm acting surprised. I played AFL. I go, wow, that's so amazing. Yes, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah. And then the obvious thing is just the standard, but that's just obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one I'm really fascinated. You saying that you're struggling with it. To your credit, you wouldn't know it because you've put yourself out there. But is it obviously the pressure of going out there in front of 90,000? Is there something that's almost addictive to that? It's so stressful. I'm sure you're Thursday, Friday, and someone that put so much energy into it. Yeah. And then you get through it, and then obviously you have that elation after it. Is that what you miss?
That's a great summary. It's the addiction to the pressure. Yeah. It's addicted to the stress. I don't know. It's a weird thing to say, but it's hard to right now. I don't have a lot of pressure or stress. Not as much structure. It's not. If I miss something, it doesn't mean anything for say the podcast or the work I do. If I'm at 1% off, if I miss something in my preparation for a footy game, if my diet was a bit off, if I ate something a little bit shit, or if I didn't train to a premium in a certain drill and execute on everything, then I didn't get the result game to be filthy on myself. So it's you live in this high pressure world that, it's just, I can't explain it. So you can't replace the emotions and the feelings. And it's the adjustment is finding things that test you and then get you to that level of adrenaline or whatever it is. But I do see why players struggle post footy because I probably parked it. I reckon I parked it thinking like I thought I had a few years left in me, if I'm being honest. I reckon I definitely had one in me, didn't work out, and it happens to a lot of players. But I reckon thinking about retirement coming is a smart thing for players to do just in case it doesn't work out because it slaps you in the face pretty quick.
Well, I wanted to ask you, so Father Time has officially stopped. LeBron James is playing amazing. Jack Gunston, how pissed off are you that you're still not playing?
I felt like I had one more year. Yeah,
100% you did.
Yeah. I've already spoken about this on other podcasts and things, but like I'm not going to name players because it doesn't serve a purpose, and complaining doesn't serve a purpose. But it's been something I've struggled with because I do look at players from other teams and I'm like, I feel like I'm a much better player.
Yeah.
Were you always like super locked in your entire career, or was there a certain time where you enjoyed your footy the most? Was it the Swans? Well, obviously you played in a few grand finals early. The Hawks, where you just obviously won a Brownlow, or flag at the end. Was there a stage anywhere in your career you actually enjoyed your footy the most?
The latter stage, definitely Collingwood. So yeah, go the Pies. That was a cultural thing. That was fly. Like I feel like Sydney was run like it was kind of like it felt like an army at times. It was very like hard ass and Hawthorn was a bit more lenient than that, and then Collingwood was like jovial. And so I actually found the enjoyment of playing for fun and and that was fly. That was purely a coaching thing. Like he created an environment where you could come in, have a laugh. Like every meeting, like the boys, if someone's putting something stupid on you'd love it. On the presentation, there has to be something, minimum one thing funny in the presentation from coaches.
Yeah,
like every meeting's a laugh. So yeah, like, and I think naturally when you get older towards the end, you realize that things are getting towards the end. So you're like, shit, it's passing. Like you want to enjoy all these little moments.
You did say, I'm sorry if this was a off-air chat right before we started, how you played local footy on the weekend and it was Anzac Day and you're like, yeah, I played. I couldn't be fucked. Was that a part of like you wanted to be out playing for Collingwood in front of 90,000 on an Anzac Day and you were playing 2 p.m. wherever you were in front of 1,400 people and you'd like to think I could have been
on a cricket pitch?
Yeah, a little bit.
On the cricket pitch,
it's hard to, and like I feel like not that you don't go out there and not try. It's just hard to get yourself motivated when you've been at that absolute top level. Like I did think about that on the day. I was like, shit, I'd love to be playing with my Collingwood mates on Anzac Day in front of 90,000, and that's easy to get yourself up for. It's like the best game in the world to ever play. And then I'm a bit of part of me is playing local footy running around. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to motivate yourself. Like I'm not. You still try, but it's just you're not going full tilt, like smashing yourself, because it's just hard to go from that level to this. And I saw a player get knocked out on the field out cold. I'm like, I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
Like I'm here to play for fun, play with my brother, play with my mates. Still want to try win but just trying to shift it. Like I don't care if I'm best on ground and having 30. Like I'm just trying to run around and stay fit, have a bit of fun. That's my approach with it, because it's sort of hard to go from that level where you need to be on edge. I'm like, I don't need to be getting knocked out at local footy level.
Where does that game stack up against? Obviously, grand final will be number one, but would Anzac Day be close to prelim or semi-final? Like, where exactly would you stack it? It seems like a pretty big day for players, like from your perspective.
In terms of emotion and feel you get on the ground where you're like, this is cool. It would be, it's right up there. It'd be in the top 3.
Yeah.
I'd say a prelim probably is a bit more nerves than that. So probably third. I'd say grannies, prelims, and then probably Anzac Day.
Does that have anything to do with day and night time as well? Like, do you get a different feel on those big games from that perspective?
I don't think so.
No?
I just think the eeriness, and Hamish McLaughlin said this on the BM pod, Ballnats pod we did with him. He asked me, what do you think the best sound in sport is? And I gave him, I think, a regular answer of, winning grand final, the final siren. He goes, my favourite sound is the silence on Anzac Day. Like the dead silence.
Yeah.
And there's 100,000 in a stadium. It's just like that.
Doesn't happen.
Like it's weird, isn't it?
Mm.
It's so cool.
Is it true? 2024, it was a draw. Pies and the Bombers. You got subbed off with 19. The Pies would have won if you stayed out there.
I remember getting subbed out. Yeah. I think I this is probably when you know your careers or something's shifting. I think but did I have 19? Did I?
Yeah.
There's a 3/4 time, which is before. Yeah, I think me and Nick Dagos had a laugh about this because he had the most touches on the ground with 22 or something. I had 19, so I must have been butchering it because I got subbed out at the second I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, the first Anzac Day game I played in was 23. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
We were down 30-something points at three-quarter time and won.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was the craziest comeback, and the crowd just gone mental. It was like, fuck, that's one of the sickest games to be part of.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about getting involved in like coaching, whether it be helping out at the AFL level or even just like locally?
Yeah. Yep. Now that like I'm probably getting to the point, I reckon this would be I don't know if I'll play games next year, but like I'm just sort of probably losing motivation to play, if I'm being honest with myself. So I think still being involved in footy is something I want to do. I really like the media, like talking shit with you blokes is grouse. And then like doing a few different roles with AFL and Seven and different things when they pop up. But yeah, I want to leave coaching open for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's still being involved in footy is good and you don't have to get smashed.
Yeah,
around,
easier on the
get your
body.
head
But
caved in.
just your knowledge is insane, especially as we've all been looking lately with the ball magnet. Oh, you with Guinea on the whiteboard.
The Titchy Guinea show,
Titchy
Well,
Guinea show with the
you've got
whiteboard,
you've got
mate.
some clips to show me, don't you?
Yeah, we'll get on the whiteboard later. It won't be as good as how you guys do it, but I want to show you a few things. Maybe more at a local level. We'll show you.
Can
what's
I get
going
some
on.
live feedback on the show? Is there anything we can do better, or what are you liking?
I generally watch most weeks. I like the very first one when Guinea did like the Spaceman one.
Yeah,
I think any sort of play calling or inside stuff that
terminology.
we just genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
Or
I
like
set him up for
you
I
don't
set
get
him up
like
for greatness there. I said I cut it up for him. I said say this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I gave him the greatest assist of all time.
because then another team went to
He's
do
probably
it.
thinking, what the hell
He's
is
like,
this?
what's a spaceman?
Really?
I was like, it'll sound cool, right? Just say it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Because then another team went to do it the week after, and people were like, oh, like yes, that's the Spaceman.
So
I
that's
can
been
see
one
that.
a lot of people have come up to us and said that particular clip. And there's been a few that I've actually found a lot of people come up and be like, oh, that clip you did about this. That's so
Even like the
It's
one
really
you-
good because no one else is doing that.
The
That's
Isaac,
great.
the
Yeah,
Swans,
one of the
the forward stoppage one you've done 2 weeks in a row and nailed sort of
plus
thing.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that like local footy players or people that aren't in the game get an insight into
Yeah.
that you guys are willing to put out there? Because I know revealing game plan stuff is the number one thing you can't
Well,
do.
that's what we have to be. We work with Hawthorn Footy Club and the
Yep.
footy manager there to make sure that we're
Not
doing-
giving away a
yeah,
game
exactly.
plan. Yeah.
Like I could give away the whole Hawthorn, Collingwood, Sydney, probably
Yeah.
Sydney now, but I could give away the whole game plans if I wanted. So I think we do it well. We be respectful. We send the episodes into the clubs. We're like, you're good with this. But we still want to give a bit. Like to be a good show, you need to actually provide a point of difference and show some stuff that hasn't been pointed out or like
Try and
why
push
teams
the
are doing
boundaries a
things.
bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere.
Just leak all Hawthorns before Thursday night if you can, because I'm going to the Pies-Hawks game and I really want Pies to win. So
Yeah.
appreciate that if you can do that.
Do you reckon if you had Sam Mitchell sitting on the couch with Jack Ginnivan one day, he'd be like, Guinea, like, settle down here?
Mate,
or-
I don't know. Or maybe I'll ask Guinea because we are going to start getting some guests on the show. So Kane Corns
That's a good
coming.
get.
Nick Watson, the Wizard. Josh Giddy's a massive footy fan. He wants to come on.
Doesn't he love a punt on the footy?
Yeah,
I heard he loves
does.
a punt on the
Good
footy.
man.
Yeah, I got him a few bets with PointsBet actually, and it's play money for him. I think I might have got him $1,000 in an account, and then an hour later, hey mate, the 1,000's gone. You reckon you can get me a round? I was like, mate, you're on 40 mil. I'm pretty sure you can afford
Yeah,
it.
he is on 40 American, isn't
Oh, is
he?
that all?
Like, that's-
40 Aussie, I think.
Oh,
Which is
man.
crazy money.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I reckon if you can get some of those people or like other media people, as long as it's not tied to, like Kane's not obviously tied to a club. So
Yeah.
you can get him to try and break down some stuff or like what he's saying. Because I guess all other people in the media, they just like have takes or like sort of assessing the game as how they see it. But actually going into the nuts and bolts,
Yeah.
I think there's so many footy heads that actually love
Yeah.
that stuff.
It's like Mind the Game, LeBron James' podcast.
Yes.
If you guys have
Yes.
seen that. One idea I've had, and may as well run it live with you guys right now, getting, say, Alistair Clarkson on, who is an absolute legend and legend coach of the game, but like getting him on and getting with the magnets, the whiteboard, dissecting like how they won the 08 Granny as an example.
Yes.
Or getting Adam Simpson on and talking about a specific game. How did you guys beat Collingwood? What were your plans? And like unraveling all that in a deep analysis.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
that'd
So
be
we
incredible.
didn't speak about that on the greatest podcast of all time last time.
Yeah.
You gave us actually a little bit of an insight in the 2023 grand final with some of the calls you made out on the field. You know?
Yeah, I remember that. That was the greatest podcast of all time.
I'm actually trying to remember what it was, but I remember I was just fangirling and just in awe.
Yeah, you
just
had a
like,
moment where
you
we
guys
had
nudged me and went,
we had
Chocs,
a
stop
silence.
smiling.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry.
Nah, well, that was the great thing about Collingwood and Fly. He gave a lot of autonomy to the players on the field to make decisions. And I had a few crucial ones I had to make late game, which I probably, if I'm being honest, went against coach's orders. I had the coach, I was about to go on for the last 5 minutes and we were protecting a lead. And so the game plan was basically Pendles was the defensive midfielder. We were going to play him spare behind the ball. I would come on and play defensive midfield. But I'd been playing on Lachie Neale all that day, and he just won the Brownlow. He's probably the best player in the comp. And so I made the call late in the game, the last few stoppages. I'm like, I know if he gets his hands on it, this could win him the game. So I made the call out there. I said, I know I'm meant to be in this defensive spot, but I said, Geordie, DeGoey, I put him there. I said, you need to stay here for the next two.
Yeah.
And so I went to Lachie because I'd done it most of the game. Just when we were there, I'd sort of played on him. And that wasn't really a role as instructed by the coaches, but I knew for us to win, I had to beat him or try and stop him. So I made the call myself on the field the last few stoppages and went to him and then sorted that out, which we had the autonomy to do. I made the call myself out there and it worked the last few plays of the game.
Yeah, and it paid off. Like, were you nervous at all about that at all, going, oh, this is a big moment, or you didn't give it any thought? You just said, this is working, just continue doing this.
I didn't think about it, but I was pretty intentional of, like, got the message, but I was like, I know what I need to do. I know, I think I know what is a better call. And I will still get the structure sorted, but I think, I had a better matchup than, say, Geordie going to Neale late.
Yeah,
I did it myself.
Grouse, love that.
I was going to say, when you're out there, would you even remember what one of the addresses are, 3/4 time, or you're just sort of there just fucking...
Nah, I couldn't.
You'd have no idea.
That's why I think when coaches talk, sometimes you only retain so much as players.
Yeah.
Coaches that talk a lot, there's no point. We're not listening anyway.
That's it.
Like, you may as well just say 3 words.
If
you'll remember them.
When you go back and watch, I
Run fast.
don't know if you guys rewatch the grand final on Mad Monday or whatever, but is it like a blink the day and then you go back and watch the first quarter, you're like, oh yeah, that happened. I don't even remember that happening. Like, is it just
we
go
watched
like
it.
that?
We had it on the background in Mad Monday and we were all absolutely plastered. So I don't remember any of it.
It was genuinely the perfect game. It was a shootout the first half. Everyone's kicking goals out of their ass, and the second half was just a genuine arm wrestle.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. There's actually, I'll get a photo of me. I dressed up as Finn McGuinness, who tagged Nick Dacos for that day. We didn't put a photo out just because, but I got Finn's Hawthorn kit, the 32, and I followed Nick around the whole day. Just hard tag. And then as the boys got more pissed, like, I just had blocks being put on me. Like, I'd just be on someone and ask camera to come from 5 blokes deep and just bowl me over. Like, when I'm not watching, I'm just like knocked out in the pub.
That's
So
brilliant.
watching the granny.
tell us about some of the celebrations after. Obviously, Collingwood, biggest club in the land. You've just won the grand final. What happens after? Who puts money over the bar? Is Ed just opening up the wallet for everyone?
I
Yes,
know,
we
didn't-
spoke about
didn't
this on
pay
the
for
best
it.
pod ever.
We did, but they didn't hear it, so I want to
Didn't
hear
pay
it.
for a drink for a long time. I know that. We went to the after-match function, and then we went to the Osborne rooftop.
Shout out the Osborne. It's a good venue.
Great
Nice.
venue. Love the Osborne. And we had the outdoor area upstairs booked out for players, partners, very sort of no one can get in. And then this might have been you again, but a Pies fan managed to wedge the door open, then
Shock.
flooded with people. So we had to get out of there pretty quick. We went to Guinea's house.
Wasn't me, but I was there.
Yeah, and we had drivers, so we had like 8 cars, and they're like, clearly they don't want anyone to mess up and drink drive or do anything silly. So these drivers were on call all week, and you could basically, it's like having your own taxi or Uber. If you wanted to go anywhere at any time for the whole week, you would just say, "Hey mate, can you take me home?" Or,
Mate,
"Can you take me
bottle
it's
home?"
almost worth winning a granny just for that.
Yeah,
And they just wait outside whatever venue you are, and then you can just go wherever. And it's sort of like a security / because people know where you are.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
figure it out, and they
Yeah.
want to get a video of you piss or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So we've got security plus there would have been about 8 cars to take you wherever you want around Melbourne.
Wow.
They want you to fuck up.
Yeah, that's it. They want to keep it pretty safe. Yeah.
And best on, do you remember?
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Nice.
Sit in the corner, watch his highlights.
Guinea got sent home on the Sunday at about 1 p.m.
Yeah,
He
okay.
didn't make. He got put to bed. I found him at the bottom of. We had another club function, and he was basically asleep outside, so I had to send him home.
Brilliant.
But he goes hard, go home. I liked it.
Yeah.
We won a flag.
I'm so keen to come back to it. The fact that you've said, I find it fascinating how you feel like you had a year left.
Yeah.
Being frustrated Blues fans, like I look, again, we won't name players, but you go, how the hell does Carlton not have a spot for Tom Mitchell in the side? Whether you'd play every week or not, but the experience you've got, you want to coach, the culture you've played for Hawthorn, Sydney, Collingwood. Do you put out like what you're happy to do as a role player? Like, would you go to Carlton and say, you're only going to play 10 games for the year?
Yeah.
So, but do you have to specify that when you got your manager out there, or do you not get even the chance?
No, you don't get a say in it. Yeah, like I had a meeting with Brad Scott. That was the only club I met with. That was the only real possibility in the end. But yeah, I feel like that's where you could add value as like being a senior player on the list who just knows footy and knows what to do. knows how to forge a career. Like there's so many things. Like just being around a guy like Pendle as an example. He's the poster boy that gets spoken about a lot for it. On-field coach. Like I don't think you can have enough of those players. So yeah, I'll look at some lesser ranked teams who probably do need that.
The Adelaide Crows, they went out straight sets. Now they're struggling.
Yeah,
you could
okay, but
easily be
what's-
playing for
what's the
Adelaide right
point of
now.
Complaining. Like I was going for a run today thinking about it because I still do think about it. I'm like, it's well and truly done now. It's like put to bed. So I'm trying to put that phase of my life behind me. But there was an initial phase there where I was out of contract, didn't get a contract at Collingwood, and I was in the best physical shape of my life.
Yeah.
And like if I get a year here, I know I'm going to probably have one of the best years of my career. So I just didn't get the opportunity to do it.
Well, I'd well sourcing that this little farewell tour that you're doing at local footy is you're going to go put your hand up for the mid-season draft. I've been well sourced.
true?
Straight out of
Getting a bit of
Greensboro.
it.
That's not true.
How many touches do you have on the weekend?
Not many.
What about the weekend
Just
before?
44 or something?
Yeah, first quarter 44. Yeah.
I remember when we were at
I'm done. I'm done.
when we were at the Cumbia gathering doing the greatest pod of all time, you said, you're playing full bush league this weekend. Then you posted a photo the next day of one of those planes at the size of a suitcase. How was that plane to go wherever you had to go? That thing was tiny.
It was tiny. It was a 4-seater flying from Adelaide to Nil. Adelaide to Nil that was.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty cool. Never been in a plane like that, but it was a quick way to get to Nil, that's for sure.
That's cool.
So
What have you got on the laptop, by the way? Have you got some...
Yeah, we actually do have some questions. Thanks to Statmate.
I saw you guys, we're hustling away on the laptop.
David
so I
King.
want to see, you the David King of the show.
Yeah, I suppose so. So we've got some questions here.
brand?
More about yourself. So we'll see how we go. So you have to pick more or less. So how many Brownlow votes did you finish your career on? More or less 133 and a half.
This one got asked on the best podcast of all time.
Can you remember?
I don't remember.
I don't remember any of them. And
Chuck was finding a
I just
clue.
remember saying I'd always go unders because I didn't want to sound arrogant. But what was the number? 130.
133 and a half, more or less. He knows.
We'll vote.
No, don't.
We'll vote. We'll
Less.
point up
I'll
or
say
down.
less.
I'll go above.
It is more, 135.
Yes.
Yes.
How many 3-vote games did you finish your career on? More or less 29 and a half.
29 off 3 voters. That's a more. You don't win a Brown. You get 10 threes to win a Brownlow for sure.
Less.
Less, 28.
Oh.
You had 18 2-voters and 15 1-voters. How many times have you had 50-plus disposals in a game? More or less 2.5.
More. 3.
He knows that. And those games? And those games?
Yeah, I can give you the exact date.
Yeah,
time.
go.
Get the footage up.
Yeah, well, Collingwood used to be my bunnies.
That's
So
right.
I had 50 against the Pies once, and then 54 against the Pies, and then 50 against the Giants.
Yes.
Nice.
Is it true? So your old man, isn't he good mates with Diesel Williams?
Yes.
So you overtook him. So you got the 54. But what was his chirp back to you?
He said, yeah, you might have had 54, but I had 53 and kicked 6.
That's a big day.
Imagine having 53 and 6.
Yeah.
That is an unbelievable day.
I don't think I've had that.
How
in my
many
whole career.
times have you finished your finished a game in the 40s, 40 disposals? More or less 15 and a half.
That's a lot. Surely not more. Nah, less.
More, 17.
Didn't you say he averaged, what did he average for one season?
Oh,
It's like 36 and a half or something. Did he average for a
35.7, I think you
Jesus.
did.
Was that what year was that?
2017. You
Right.
played less games.
You're pretty good, huh?
That's pretty good footy, yeah. I won a Brownlow and shit.
Did you win a Brownlow?
If you won a Brownlow, yeah.
Yeah.
17.
How many times have we said Brownlow this episode?
Brownlow what?
That's a
You'd
clue.
17. Stab in the dark. How many Lockie Neals had? Game in the 40s.
In his career?
Yeah.
Over his whole career?
Yeah, in his 40s. You're 17.
He'd be around the mark, maybe 13,
15. And Nick Dacos have a stab in the dark.
10.
11. He's already on 11, Nick Dacos.
Wow.
Wow. He's not
Yeah.
bad as well.
Yeah, he's,
He's all right.
he's pretty good.
He's
footy.
pretty good as well, yeah.
How many times have you had 30-plus disposals in a game? More or less 3.5. 30 handballs.
Oh, 30 handballs. No, you said 30 plus. 30
sorry, yeah,
handballs.
So
Yeah.
30 handballs
And
in
it
a
was
game.
over 3.5.
Yeah.
More?
It's more. You've had it 4 times. You had 34 against the Pies when you
Have
had
a kick,
54.
mate. Why don't you just kick the pill? It's not that hard. It's not-
Inside to out.
Yes.
Inside to out.
Yeah.
In your career, have you had more handballs or uncontested possessions?
Oh.
How did you find this?
Mate,
well,
I'm
how do you
deep in
get
the
this
weeds.
stuff?
Yeah.
This is new material as well.
Yeah, God, thought you might remember the other ones.
More handballs.
Uncontested possessions by 1. 3,474 uncontested possessions and 1 less handball.
Wow.
Because you're a handball
I don't
pig.
need a proof of this. You're just making shit up.
This is
now.
just
You're
yelling
just
out
making
numbers.
shit up.
Mate, I've got it all here. And what ground did you have the worst record at?
I know. I remember this one.
Greensboro.
Yeah. on the weekend.
Nil.
No, that's true. Shit, Jack. The Giants Stadium one.
Sydney Showground, zipping 8, just couldn't get a win there.
Didn't like winning there. Saved them for the G, mate.
That had
so
to be the
true.
best ground to play at, doesn't it? The G.
Oh, it has to be. G. I love the G. I loved Optus in Perth. Tassie, Launceston Oval was
Really?
just, in terms of surface, probably the best surface in the
Okay.
league. And players universally agree with that.
They just love
Just
it.
like, but there's just no stadium, not as much atmosphere there. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Greensboro's up there too.
Greensboro.
Greens is all right.
The
You were
Astro
to come the other week. You need,
I was meant to come, but I end up forgetting and just getting on the beers.
Yeah, fair enough,
so
mate.
you're messaging me flat out. I was like, fucking leave me alone.
cheers to that.
Oh, yeah,
Wait, and
cheers.
cheers to everyone. What a pod.
Well, boys, thanks for having
Did
us.
we hit the heights of last?
I reckon that's the second greatest pot of all time.
This is a clue.
We should probably run it back.
I reckon you have to do another one in 6 weeks.
I'll just delete this straight away. So we'll come back.
Yeah. Do it every 6 weeks. Every 12 weeks because the audio will get deleted again.
Yeah. I'll make sure this is deleted.
Awesome.
Good work, boys.
Thanks,
Well
mate.
done.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.